G'day and welcome to ThoughtLeadersStudio.com. My name is Nils Vesk and today I'm going to be talking about ideas, but really specifically I'm going to be talking about copying ideas. Now in my job I get out and watch different organisations doing apparently innovative things. And you know what? It's actually a furphy because every organisation, if you look at their websites, they've got stuff like, innovators in this or leaders in that. And the reality is, most organisations are simply copying their ideas. When it comes to their innovation, they're looking at what's their competitor doing? What are they doing that we can take and apply to our world? Now, is that innovating? They're not really walking the talk. And if we're really serious about being thought leaders, we've got to ask ourselves, how do we find good ideas and then use them to come up with outstanding results? So I like to think, rather than thinking of ways to copy, what if we could borrow ideas? That is that there are cool inventions, products and services all out there in the world. All we need to do is say, what's the thinking behind this and how can we apply that to our industry and to our world? So let's say, for example, we're in the world of financial markets. Rather than looking at, what are they doing over there and, what are they doing in futures and what are they doing there? What are they doing in the aviation industry? What's happening in the army? What's happening in politics? What's happening in the porn industry? How can we take the thinking behind what they're doing, behind a product or an invention, and then say, let's turn it and apply to ourselves to come up with the result? So how do we do this? Well, here's what we do, is we look for the attributes. What are the key attributes, the thing that make the idea outstanding or brilliant? Then take it and then say, right, that's the attribute. It had a better service interface for the customer. Or there was something that just made you want to buy it. What was that quality? What was the essence? Maybe because it was personal. Maybe it was emotional. Take that quality, that attribute, and then apply it to your world. So let me give you a bit of a story. A number of years ago, I was a bit of a naughty guy, ended up getting sent to prison. Thankfully though, it wasn't to design, or wasn't to actually be thrown in the slammer, it was to actually redesign a prison. And we went through all of the rigmarole as a designer, trying to think, what's a better way of coming up with a prison? Let's do this, let's do that. And we kind of hit the wall. We just couldn't think differently about what we could do. So we started to ask around, where is it that we could find a place where people live together? Okay, because that's kind of like what a prison is. Where could we find a place where people study together? Where could we find a place where people live together? Maybe they learn together, they work together, maybe they sleep with each other, they might do, it's like, and bing, the idea came to us. It was like, hey, this sounds like when I was at uni, like in college in America. And that's when we started to realise, hey, that was a cool idea. What was it? Well, and on college, when you go to universities, you live on campus and there's a sense of belonging and, you really love the feeling of living on campus. So we took that great idea, that great concept which was out there, and then applied it to our world. So what did it mean? It meant that we could create a prison that didn't feel like a prison, which meant that we could then create better rehabilitation rates because people felt like they were in a community, that when they left the world of incarceration, they went out into the public world, they felt like they knew how to belong. They knew where to work, where to live, where to sleep, what to do and what to interact. So here's the point. Rather than copying inventions, products or services from your industry and from your competitors, look as far afield as you can. The more out there, the better off it's going to be. The more we can do that, the better results. See you next time.